and welcome to the Daily Life Uncut Day 29. Now, I know it's a little bit different in setting because, you're not used to the normal blue walls or anything like that. Today we're white because I went ahead and filmed in my living room because there's a couple things that I'm actually excited about. So today, first of all, I would like to go ahead and talk about, I went out and all I did today, my main goal was just to go ahead and go up to my job and get a couple of shelves that were going to be thrown away that, I thought would be a great addition to kind of organize things here at my house. So what I ended up doing on the way to that is stopping at a yard sale. Now, lots of people like yard sales, lots of people don't. I specifically, I like to go through them every once in a while. But then again, it all depends on the day. So what I ended up doing is getting this massive behemoth of a TV. That's right. So I know that doesn't sound great or anything like that, and you've seen in the background of my videos that I have 3 TVs in my room. There's a 58-inch Panasonic HD TV. There is a 55-inch LG LCD TV. And then there's a 32-inch Westinghouse 1080i TV. Now, again, like I said, that's not really, I don't need another TV, so to speak. But this one I decided to do for my parents. I got my sister a TV for Christmas, and I decided, I gave her a 42-inch Emerson. But it's still a high-definition TV. So what I decided to do this time is go ahead and do something nice for mom and dad. And let's go ahead and I'm going to show you now. Today, right there is the newest addition to the TV family, so to speak. That is I think it's called an Archer or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what the name of the TV is, but it's a 1080p big box TV, and you don't see those things anymore. But then again, this one has excellent picture quality. Thanks to going and grabbing some cables from Walmart, this thing is phenomenal in quality, so I absolutely love the fact that I was able to buy this. So now, here's the big thing about it. I'll tell you what I purchased it for. I only purchased this TV, that's right, I'll show it one more time. Right here, this TV was only $15. That's right. This dude at the garage sale wanted only $15 for this thing. I looked at him and I said, "Are you serious? Like, what's wrong with it? Does it work? Does it, is there something messed up on it?" Turns out, absolutely nothing wrong with it. The only thing that it differs this TV from any other standard TV or even newer TVs is the fact that it does not have a antenna out that you can usually plug your cable cord into. So the one that you would actually screw it into where you watch cable does not work. But then again, thanks to AT&T and their UVerse control, their boxes, most like other boxes from other cable companies, actually has the HDMI component cables instead of the actual HDMI cord. So I was able to pick that up at Walmart and easily apply it to the TV, and now I have excellent picture quality. So I am ecstatic for that. That makes me very happy to find something so cheap, as well as be able to give something back to mom and dad. Now, the other great thing is I wanted to go ahead and talk about the next topic in today's video, which is King of the Nerds. Now, I absolutely loved the Nerd Off this week. It was very strategic for King of the Nerds. Now, I don't still quite understand why Curtis Armstrong had a hentai-like giant woman octopus suit on. It just didn't really make too much sense. But that's his choice. It's what he was willing to do for the money, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm really still hating the fact that, what was her name? The NASA engineer? I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Caitlin, I think it was. Not 100%. But either way, I'm still really hoping that she gets kicked off the show as early as possible, because not only does she pose a threat to the other teams or teammates, but at the same time, she's just a bitch. I'm going to come right out and say it. She's a big, fat one. And she doesn't deserve to be on that show. She does not deserve to represent the nerd and geek communities alike. Simple as that. She just doesn't. And I hope that she just gets booted off as fast as possible. And that's what I think that the other housemates are trying to do. Now, then again, for this week, I have to change who I'm rooting for. Now, like I told you in last week's video, I thought I was going to have to change it up and kind of put somebody other than what I had decided as a person to win King of the Nerds and be the King of the Nerds. I definitely don't think that Ori is worth it anymore. You know, this week he slacked off, plus he started becoming an ass. And, you know, that's not what the type of person that should be a King of the Nerds, so to speak. And I don't think that he deserves that moment in the sun. But other than that, I did see the preview for next week at the end of the episode, and it looks like all hell breaks loose. So maybe that might be one of the characters that I'm pulling for, might have a fallout with somebody on the show, but I saw a lot of screaming and crying and people breaking stuff, so if you're not watching, I would definitely at least watch next week's episode of King of the Nerds on TBS. You can also watch full episodes of King of the Nerds at TBS.com. They have mentioned that in the show. So if you miss an episode, you feel like you're falling behind, you want to catch up, or maybe watch seasons past, go over to TBS.com and you should be able to find it there. Now, I'm not sponsored or anything like them, so don't think that, you know, if that's the case, I'm plugging their stuff for that reason. I'm plugging their stuff because it is absolutely phenomenal. I love the show. It deserves to be on the air, and I'm glad that Curtis Armstrong and Robert Cardenay, I know I'm probably saying that wrong, was actually able to, you know, put this show to work. I'm so glad. I love the nerd references. And now let's go on to the nerd off. Now this week's nerd off was really cool because not only were they cosplaying, which, you know, I'm starting to really like because of the style and the time and effort it puts into putting on a cosplay is astronomical compared to other people putting on things like that. So I thought that was good. Other than that, you know, I feel that the task for the week in the nerd off was riddles. And there were some really good riddles. Something that feels like they're so easy to some people, but this week I was not able to really kind of keep up, so to speak. I thought that I would knew the answers to them and kind of, you know, sit back and chuckle and it's like, ha, I know that answer. Like the week before, when they had the two Godzilla-like creatures fight over the city and answer trivia questions at the same time to advance in the city destroying, you know, I knew a pretty good amount of those answers. So I thought that this week would be nonetheless any different. So I thought, hey, let's go ahead and try it out. Maybe it might work. But it didn't. So I got stuck for another week. You know, I'm still trying to figure out who really kind of sticks on me. But I can't really figure that out so much. Yeah. So y'all just have to tune in back next Saturday to see exactly who I vote for. I'm hoping that I can get a decision by then. I know I'm very picky, so to speak, when it comes to, you know, these people in this competition specifically, because I love what they're doing with themselves in the competition. and I'm really kind of interested to see where it's going to go, especially after seeing that preview next week. I thought I had a name locked in. I thought I had a person I was going to get behind 100%, but I don't see it right now. So we'll just have to wait till next week. Other than that, remember, you can go to tbs.com, find the episodes of King of the Nerds, as well as you can, show some support for me. You can like, comment, share, subscribe to this channel. Get some mama, get some daddy, your friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, whatever you want to do. Whoever's watching this, please share. Please subscribe. Go ahead and let's get to my goal of 100 subscribers. I know we can do it. Let's get it done. I feel that this is a very doable task, and I really need your help. So please, just as a goal personally, help me out. And other than that, go ahead and go over to my friend Joshua Rush over at Happy Time Bros. Go ahead and see what he's up to. He has his daughter playing soccer now. So he has a video that he'll be editing and uploading within the coming days. So it should be really exciting. Plus, he plays Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And apparently, he hasn't played it up until the point where he started recording it. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work in general. And, other than that, this is The Daily Life Uncut, day 29. I'm Ernest Beckham, and this is my journey.